Hello, welcome. I'm Milan Niska. I'm a Microsoft technical trainer. This course covers 6 sessions where learners will build a foundational understanding of core data concepts and how data is stored, processed, analyzed, and visualized in Microsoft Azure. In session 6, our final session, we are going to explore data visualization. Let's get started. Now that we have seen how data can be ingested, stored, and processed, the final step is turning that data into insights. Data visualization is about presenting data in a way that makes patterns, trends, and outliers easy to understand. Instead of working directly with tables or queries, visualizations allow people to explore data visually and make decisions more quickly. In Microsoft Fabric, data that has been captured and analyzed can be visualized using tools like Power BI. This applies to both historical data and real-time data, where visuals update automatically as new events arrive. The goal of data visualization is not just to display data, but is to communicate meaning, helping users understand what is happening and respond based on the data. Data modeling and visualization sit at the core of the business intelligence workloads. Once data has been stored and prepared, the goal is to make it understandable and usable for decision making. Microsoft Power BI is the primary tool used to do this in Azure-based analytics solutions. A typical workflow starts with Power BI Desktop, which is a Windows application. Here, analysts connect to one or more data sources, shape and combine the data, define relationships, and build an analytical data model. On top of that model, reports are created using interactive visualizations. When the data model and reports are ready, they are published to the Power BI service. This cloud service is where reports are shared and consumed by business users. In the service, data refresh can be scheduled, access can be managed, and content can be organized into dashboards and applications. Although some light modeling and editing can be done directly in the browser, Power BI Desktop provides the full authoring experience. Business users interact with reports and dashboards through a web browser or the Power BI mobile application, allowing insights to be accessed wherever they are needed. Analytical models are the foundation of business intelligence solutions. An analytical model structures data in a way that makes it efficient to analyze and report on. These models are built from related tables, and they define two key things: the numerical values you want to analyze, called measures, and the entities you want to analyze them by, called dimensions. For example, a model might include numerical measures such as revenue or quantity sold, and dimensions such as product, customer, and time. This structure allows you to aggregate measures across one or more dimensions, like total revenue by customer, total items sold by product per month. Conceptually, this kind of model forms a multi-dimensional structure, often referred to as cube. Each point where the dimensions intersect represents an aggregated value for those dimensions. To build this model, data is organized into tables with specific roles. Dimension tables represent the entities by which you want to aggregate data. Examples include products, customers, and time. Each row represents a single entity, and it is identified by a unique key. The remaining columns describe attributes of that entity, such as product name, category, customer city, address. Most analytical models also include a time dimension, which makes it possible to analyze measures over time. Numeric values that are analyzed are stored in fact tables. Each row in a fact table represents a recorded event, such as individual sales, transaction. Fact tables contain numerical measures like quantity sold or revenue, along with fees, that link each record to the related dimension table. A design where a fact table is connected to one or more dimension tables is known as a star schema. If a dimension table are further broken into additional related tables, the design is referred to as snowflake schema. These schemas are used to create analytical models where measure aggregations across dimensions are pre-calculated, making queries and reports much faster than calculating values on demand. Another important concept is attribute hierarchies. Hierarchies allow analysts at different levels of detail. For example, products can be analyzed by category and then by individual product, customers by city and then by customer name, and time by year, month, and day. Because the model stores aggregated values at each hierarchy level, you can quickly drill up or drill down to change the scope of your analysis without recalculating everything from scratch. In Power BI, you create analytical models by importing data from one or more sources and using the data modeling interface in Power BI desktop. From there, you define relationships between facts and dimension tables, create hierarchies, set data types and formats, and manage other properties that make the model efficient and easy to analyze. This analytical model then becomes the foundation for building reports and visualizations in Power BI. Once you created an analytical model, the next step is to use it to generate data visualizations that help people understand the data. There are many different kinds of data visualizations. Some of them are very common, and others are more specialized. Power BI includes a wide range of built-in visualizations, and this set can be extended with custom and third-party visuals. The examples shown here are some of the most commonly used visualizations in business reports, but they are not an exhaustive list. Tables and text are often the simplest way to communicate data. Tables work well when you need to display a large number of related values, and text elements such as cards are useful for highlighting important figures or key metrics. Bar charts and column charts are commonly used to compare numeric values across discrete categories, such as revenue by product or sales by region. Line charts are also used to compare categorized values, and they are especially useful for identifying trends over time. Pie charts are frequently used in business reporting to show how values compare as proportions of a whole, such as how total sales are distributed across categories. Scatter plots are useful when you want to compare two numerical measures and explore whether they are in a relationship or correlation between them. Maps provide a visual way to compare values across geographic locations, making it easier to see regional patterns or differences. In Power BI, visual elements in a report are automatically related to one another. This means that interacting with one visual, such as selecting a category, will filter and highlight related data in other visuals. This built-in interactivity allows users to explore data and gain insights without needing to manually query the underlying data. Now it is time for a demo. Let's visualize data with Power BI. For this one, we will need to download the Power BI first, client, in case you don't have it. Let's download. And let's wait. Once it is downloaded, we'll proceed to install it. It is free. Let's install with the defaults. We'll follow the wizard. Now, once it is installed, we'll see the interface. Let's wait. All right. So let's connect that to a source, get data from other sources. So I just click that button. Once it is there, we'll select web option. Let's see, there it is. Select web. Perfect. Connect. And we'll need to add the source URL. That's one. See, we have many sources. I just selected web, but it can be anything. Visualization. That's the last part. You are consuming the information to find insights, right? So let's connect to that source. It is showing us what it is importing. See, that's perfect. It's loading. Yeah, all the items. So working on it. We'll repeat the process. We'll import two more. Select web again. Get data. Select the URL again. Hit OK. We will confirm again, and you can see it is loading now, and we'll repeat for our third table. Here's the link. So we have three data sets that we are bringing together: customers, products, and orders, to create a small, realistic model. So once we have them together, we can explore the data model. So we need to go to the left-hand side, select model. You see we have different options here. Perfect. Select model. And here you see the three imported. Let's select one of them. You can see data and properties. I'm selecting under properties, the format, and make that currency. We'll take a second. Now that the system knows it is currency, so it will behave accordingly. We can also create a hierarchy to see how it was created. There. We'll change the name of the hierarchy. Let's wait. There it is. Change the name. Let's make it categorize product. This will enable drill down or drill up in the visuals. So let's create that. So you can explore the summary in detail. Just to show you one more, let's go to the city view here. It is uncategorized. So let's change that to city. So again, you will know that is the name of a city. So you need to match. Perfect. So with that, let me go to the options and enable the map view as well. Hit OK. So we can use that in our representations and our reports. And we can now go to the reporting option on the top left. select our font, and call it sales report. We will add data. If you go to the data section, I selected one, and I'll select one more. See, it is adding to the report. I can add decimals to that revenue, 2 decimals, and it is acting immediately on the report. See that I can change the visualization to column chart, stack column chart. I can make it bigger, change the size. I can add data to it. See, add a quantity there. Theories, change the visualization as well to a column chart, a pie chart. That's it. Let's check our understanding of data modeling and visualization. First question, which tool should you use to import data from multiple data sources and create a report? To import data from multiple sources and create reports, the correct tool is Power BI Desktop. It's the primary authoring tool used to build models and reports before publishing them for others to consume. Second, what should you define in your data model to enable drill up, down analysis? To enable drill up and drill down analysis in data model, you define hierarchies. Hierarchies allow you to analyze data at different levels of detail, such as year to month to day or category to product. And the final question, which kind of visualization should you use to analyze pass rates for multiple exams over time? When you want to analyze how values change over time, such as pass rates across multiple exams, a line chart is the most appropriate visualization. Line charts are designed to highlight trends and changes across time. These concepts connect data modeling choices directly to how insights are visualized and explored in Power BI. In session 6, we focused on data visualization, covered how analytical models support reporting and dashboards, introduced Power BI as primary visualization tool, explain measures, dimensions, hierarchies, and common visuals to turn analytical data into business insights. Thank you for participating in this introduction to Microsoft Azure Data series, which aligns with the DP-900's material and our Microsoft Learn platform. Remember, there are many ways to continue your learning journey. We encourage you to watch other videos on this course or search for your next favorite topic in Microsoft Learn at aka.ms/learn.